Right in the middle of San Francisco Bay lies an island shrouded in mist. From a distance, it looks like a picture. But to me, the mere thought of it makes my heart skip a beat. A place of silent, dark paths in a living hell. Alcatraz. This island was the final destination for the most notorious and fearsome criminals in American history. It was said that escape was impossible. Even if one managed to break out of this cage, the surrounding ice-cold waters and hungry sharks would devour you alive. But did no one really ever escape from Alcatraz? Or do the island's walls still harbor secrets that would make your hair stand on end? From 1934 to 1963, a span of 29 years, Alcatraz was America's most secure federal prison. Common thieves and pickpockets were not sent there. Instead, it housed psychopaths, gangsters, and murderers like Al Capone and Robert Stroud. Do you know what life was like at Alcatraz? Each prisoner had a cell measuring just 5 by 9 feet. They had to remain in that cage for 23 out of the 24 hours in a day. Talking to other inmates was strictly prohibited. If anyone broke the rules, they would be thrown into a dark cell in the Hole or D block. Stripped completely naked and left without any light, they were abandoned on the concrete floor in the biting cold, day after day. Driven mad by this intense loneliness and torture, many prisoners would bite and tear at their own limbs. Some even committed suicide by hanging themselves with their blankets. The date was June 11th, 1962. It was the dead of night. While the entire prison lay in deep slumber, a sinister game was silently unfolding in 3 cells of B block. 3 prisoners, Frank Morris and the 2 brothers John Anglin and Clarence Anglin. They knew there was only one way out, death or a miraculous plan. For 2 long years, every night, they scraped the damp, salt-crusted wall at the back of their cell using an ordinary spoon and a drill fashioned from the motor of a broken vacuum cleaner. Scraping along the wall, they reach a secret corridor inside the prison. But what will happen when the guards come for their nightly rounds? That is precisely where they display extreme cunning. They fashion 3 efficient, lifelike dummy heads out of toilet paper, soap, and their own real hair. At bedtime, they place these dummy heads under the blankets in their beds and escaped through the tunnel. The guards shone their torches and thought the prisoners were asleep. They make their way down the roof and along the pipes to the water's edge. Boarding an inflatable raft, fashioned by stitching together more than 50 raincoats, they set out into the deadly cold waters of San Francisco. By the time the prison siren sounded the next morning, they had already vanished into thin air. The FBI, the police, and the Navy, they all conducted a massive, exhaustive search. But do you know what they found? Just a few floating scraps of a raincoat and a wallet. The FBI closed the investigation, concluding that they had drowned. But did they really die? Exactly 50 years after the incident, in 2013, the San Francisco police received a letter. A chill ran down the experts' spines when they saw the handwriting on the letter. The letter read, "My name is John Anglin. I escaped from Alcatraz in June 1962. Yes, all 3 of us survived that day. Frank died in 2008, and my brother Clarence died in 2011. I am 83 years old now. I have cancer. If you promise on television to put me in prison for just 1 year and provide medical treatment, I will reveal where I am." The FBI examined the DNA and handwriting on the letter. The result? To this day, they have not been able to confirm that the letter was a fake. Does that mean they actually survived against all odds? Did they defy America's most secure prison and roam free for the rest of their lives? This mystery remains unsolved to this day. Alcatraz was permanently closed in 1963. Today, it is a tourist attraction. But those who have visited claim that Alcatraz has not been truly vacated even today. Something sinister still lingers there. Tourists and park rangers themselves claim that the temperature suddenly drops to below freezing upon entering cell number 14. It is said that even today, the sound of Al Capone's favorite musical instrument, the banjo, can be heard from the B block corridor in the middle of the night. The most terrifying incident involved a prisoner. He was screaming that a monster with vivid red eyes had killed him inside the dark cell. The guards had laughed heartily, dismissing the prisoner's behavior as madness. But the next morning, when the cell was opened, the prisoner's dead body was found lying there, with clear finger marks on his throat. It looked as though someone had strangled him to death, yet there had been no other person in the cell. Alcatraz was a living hell that not only imprisoned the inmates, but also sucked the very souls out of them. Did Frank Morris and the others really drown in the sea? Or are they still living among us in disguise? And who was that red-eyed monster inside the prison, really? The answer to this dark mystery of Alcatraz may never be found. Only whispers will remain on the island, and another heart-wrenching silence.